This is the line project of Saudi Arabia, which NEOM Future City is also called So Big Mega Project. In the coming years. For the first time, she will see not only the big, but also the rules. World's most expensive construction, the project also costs $500 billion, and this project to be prepared from two 500-meter high skyscrapers. One are being made parallel to the other, which surprisingly, in the Saudi desert 170 kilometers, it is like this. Like New York's One World Trade Center, by making 4,500 copies and placing them in a single line. Saudi Crown Prince should be raised Mohammed bin Salman, rules the future, dreaming of building an advanced linear city. There is a city in which there is chaos of glass. 90 lakh people will be able to live inside, but will it be so? Is it even possible to have organic cities? What are the advantages compared to what damage will Saudi Arabia do to itself? To save the falling economy, don't make any mistakes by staking everything. And if for any reason this rule project, if it fails, then what is there left for Saudi? Like the well-to-do Nazarenes of Saudi Arabia, the name of the project which is most relevant to its interest. This will be called a unique city of Saudi Arabia, one starting from the Gulf of Aqaba in the west line. Surat, in the east of Saudi Arabia, will spread up to 170 kilometers. In 2021, when Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, it was being said at the time of announcement that this project may never start. It will be possible, but only in satellite images. If you look at it, work has actually started on it. The location that was specified has been reached exactly. There is a huge under the construction line is really visible, where the length of the line will extend to 170 kilometers, whereas its width is only 200 meters. This width is normally a part of a society. The height of the block is 500 meters. It has been planned to build two 500-meter high skyscrapers stretched 170 kilometers. It is as high as Mumbai's Imperial 2 or Baria Icon of Karachi. If you double it, now you yourself are in line. Estimate its height and length. How big will be the megastructure? Like 830 direction sky of meter-high Burj Khalifa. The rules are not high, but the world's tallest skyscraper. It will definitely happen if a similar project is new. If made in Delhi, then its length will be Agra. Will it extend till or start from Karachi? If done, then this project will come to Hyderabad. Saudi Crown Prince's plan will end according to this. There are 90 lakh people in this entire line city. We'll be able to live if this entire line city area, if we calculate its length and width, will multiply the length of 170 kilometers and a width of 200 meters or 0.2 kilometers would make this is only 34 square km. Only 90 lakh people in this 34 square km will live in 1 square kilometer. 264,705. India's population of 1 crore 20 lakhs. The area of Mumbai is 603 square kilometer. Here in 1 square kilometer 19,900 people live, which is the population of NEOM density only if the world's largest city is 7.5%. If we take the example of Tokyo, then here 1 in square kilometers, 6,380 people live who are against the rules. It is only on 2.4%. Now this has been proved. Too many rules depending on the area. Optimized project is where there is less land, much more than other organic cities. More people will be able to stay. Those who work from 500 was to be in a city of 600 square kilometers. This work is done only in 34 square. This thing is being completed in kilometers. There is no doubt that the Saudi prince, the planning is undoubtedly very positive. The speed at which the world's population is increasing by only pre-planned cities have a stake in the future. We'll be able to take because it includes organic cities. More people, very few compared to they will be able to survive on resources, soon can be made and much cheaper too. This type of cities are called linear cities. Because it is a planned linear city, because of this, it has many benefits also. As resources are sufficient in normal cities go, but in linear city, everyone due to having some plan, resources is equal to no loss, so that operating cost also reduces. You can guess from this that Mexico City population also proposed rule. The population is the same, but if Mexico, all roads in the city should be added, which includes main roads, streets, and if expressways are also included, then total here is 3. More than lakh kilometers of roads were built have made this road network in one piece if it goes. It can take 75 rounds of the earth. In comparison, countries with the same population, there will be only 170 kilometers of road network, and this line of NEOM is at the top in the city. Pedestrian layer is placed where no trains will not run to the second layer. The service layer is named in which trains will also run, and shops will also run on this layer. And the third spine layer will be in which fully artificial intelligent high-speed train network will be available to anyone go anywhere within 170 kilometers of full rules. He will be in the spine layer through lift, will go and board the train to reach its destination. This high will cover the entire 170 kilometers. Speed train covers the distance in just 20 minutes. If we get this 20 minutes, then we will go to any metropolitan traffic while traveling in the city. Now, let's go to the signals only. The question arises that if so many of the linear cities, there are more benefits than others like NEOM-wide projects elsewhere in the world. The reality is that linear, this idea of city, is very old, and its implementation was also done, but it worked like this doesn't feel like it's being 19th. A district of Madrid in the century plan line city was built in the name seated Lyle was given because of its width. 400 meters was double the rule, and it was made 50 kilometers. Long planned but constructed only 5 kilometers were done. The idea was that it will increase with time sector add. By doing this it will be made longer, but if you look at the ground situation, you will see this. You will be surprised to know that in Madrid today, it is very difficult to find line city. There is that 5-kilometer line around it today. The sprawling city completely hid it, yes, and this is what actually happens in the world. Look anywhere and see the city or settlements always grow organically. People do it according to their requirements. According to this, they come and settle at some place, and then the city begins to expand around that point before shifting anywhere. We distance to office suites or universities. Let's see as per your convenience. Select any one location in the city and go there, shift, whereas in linear cities, there is no option, but everyone has the same pattern, and because it's long, this is the reason why the distance between also increases significantly. Something similar in Madrid's line city. This happened on the requirements of the people could not be completed completely, due to which it could not grow, but started spreading. All the advantages of linear cities are actually these are for governments. It is easy to operate and cost effective, is also less, but humans are inside it remain bound, and most of all, no matter how long the line city is but dependent on the outside world requirements of daily life, remain fulfilled. To do this, the goods come from outside only, and obviously all this stuff is from line city, enters only through entry and exit points. In this way, at their entry and exit points, new organic cities start being built, which then slowly returns to the original line. Madrid starts disturbing. Apart from this, line cities in many other countries also proposals were given, but they never could not be completed or their project cancelled even before construction. So now the question arises whether everyone knows this. Despite this, Saudi Arabia spent $500 billion. Why did you get involved in this rule project? Saudi Arabia has depended itself so much on oil earnings. Got used to it. Now it's a problem for them. Have begun to stand where the second countries sensed this danger long ago and transformed its economy into tourism. Experts had diverted it to believes that the coming threat to Saudi Arabia estimates were not seen on time. According to this, all the fossils of the earth will be extinct around 2050. Fuel reserves will be exhausted, and this Saudi Arabia is most in trouble. This is why the world is going to be affected. Fast electric cars or green energy. Saudi Arabia is moving towards 95. The economy is running now because of oil. This dependency of his has become a necklace. Experts believe that this dependency to exit and the Saudi economy to divert on tourism and technology. This is why the Crown Prince has taken this step. Saudi Aramco is Saudi's main source of income, whose total is millions of dollars, but this money, the oil company is worth Rs 120 per year, would have generated $1 billion of profit, out of which about $70 billion is the country's expenses go into budget form. $50 billion are left behind. Next, if this profit continues for 10 years, then $500 billion of Saudi rule will be able to bear the expenses, and if this project failed due to this reason, then Saudi Arabia has to divert its economy to find other income resources. You won't have time left. What about this? Let me know in the comment section, and you guys will also like and share a lot. Thank you very much for all the love from people. See you in the next great video.